I want to have a go at trying to sew something. I haven't really done much sewing. I want to make an article of clothing. I have some fabric and I don't know what it's going to be. So I think we're just going to take some fabric and see how we go. I got some fabric. Let's have a go at making something. Somehow all of these are like the same color green. We've got this about a meter and a bit by a meter and a bit. This is just some ribbing stuff. This is fleecy. There's not very much of it, but it's very cool and stripy. And then I have this. I don't know how much there is of it, but it sort of matches. So somehow all of these things will come together. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to quickly show off my drawing skills. I think what I want is like a hoodie dress sort of thing. So there you go. A hood and then a pretty boxy top, squarish sleeves with cuffs, and then a big flowy skirt and a pocket. Maybe more pockets. I think I want to get most of it out of this fabric and then just add this fabric in for like some extra bits. Anywho, let's cut stuff, I guess. I've wrapped myself. So I've wrapped it all the way around me. And I've matched up the sides and left some seam allowance space. And I think I'm just gonna cut it along here. It's doubled up. And then I might cut that bit in half. And it's got stripes, so we'll hope that the stripes line up. Ah! Yep, okay. Everything's fine. I have cut my fabric. I'm not sure that I like that I've cut my fabric. Anyway, so now I have a massive long length, so now I have to cut it to where I want it to end. And I think I want it to end just below the knee, or like about the knee, but I need to add some for the hem. Don't forget hem, and don't forget seam allowance. Okay. So, give myself just a little bit extra than I think. There's my knees down there. So it's just below the knee and I want it to go above my shoulder. I want it to hit my shoulder. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna cut it and hope for the best. Oh goodness me. I've tried something. So I've got it in two parts and now I've just pinned some slopey shoulders because I have those because I am me. I don't have enough in a neck hole, but I think if I just sewed these down, then we'll be good. I can cut this bit out a little bit so it's not touching my neck. Yeah, I'll have to cut a little bit out of the back as well. And I want to make sure that it's sitting evenly right across the top of my shoulder. But yeah, but I think down to there is pretty good. Just when I put my arms out straight, I don't want it to ride up on the sides. But I think this is the good first step. I need to just sew these down and then I can mark the waist and do just a stitch from the waist up to the armpit and then work on the triangles because I think that's the next step. I need thread. Where's my thread? I need to get my machine serviced. So it's a moment of truth now. And then it doesn't fit over my head, which I sort of knew would happen. It's almost there. Ah! Yeah! Now I have shoulder seams. Find the waist, which is here, and I'm just gonna pinch it. And I'm going to take a pin and pin it from the way inside out so I don't pin myself. So now I have where my waist is relatively. I hope I didn't just pin it to my shirt. There's not much shaping going on at the front, but you can see further down there's still a gap because of all the stuff that I need to cover back there. Ow! I just poked myself twice. I think we're just gonna add just a little bit here just to make the waist stay, and then we'll see about adding triangles. We shall add some triangles and see how we go. That seems reasonable. Now, oh, we ran out of thread right on that end. Oh, that was fantastic. Okay, it's triangle time. I don't know how many or what size, but I'm gonna go somewhere else and cut out some triangles. And I hope I have at least 2, if not more than 2. Triangles! I managed to get 4, and they're pretty big. I have 2 different kinds. I have ones for the front, and then I also have ones for the side. This is the side. I'm gonna pin them on one side, and then I'm gonna pin them on the other, and then I'll see how it goes. So I'm trying not to stretch it, I'm just trying to lay it flat. Well, as flat as I can physically make it. I'm just gonna go a little bit far, maybe like that. Oh, that's so cool. I feel like it would be more of a like feature if the front had one too, but I haven't cut the front yet. Woo! And it's like really flowy. I could just leave it like this, but I feel like I want it to be maximum swoosh. Good morning, it's the next day. Because of the way I cut it, there is a little bit of a weird puckery thing going on here, but I don't mind. I think I could do a little straight thing just to flatten it. I'm not convinced about the front having a slit in it, but I think I'm gonna work on something else now and come back to this. So I'm gonna work on the sleeves and the hood. I really gotta fix this because this is not comfortable. I think this chunk is long enough to be my sleeves, but I don't think it's quite wide enough. So I'm going to take this little triangle bit that I cut off the side of the triangles for the skirt, and I'm going to add that to the sleeve, I think. It's not quite on the right grain and whatever, but just like a little bit extra. It could even go on the top to be like a detail maybe. I don't know, but I have 2 of these. And I think that will make the sleeve big enough for my liking. I've committed now. This looks a little bit silly, but I've tried on both the sleeves. This one's the one that has the extra bit. I feel like it's really big and I don't need it. This one's not too bad. Around the armpit it's not great, but in general, the rest of it's fine. This bit's a bit tight, but I think it's way better than this one. I'll have to think about it. This piece of fabric is enough for the hood, and I think what I'm gonna just do is take this hood that I already made once, and I'm just gonna trace it onto the fabric and then sew around it, and then put a hem on it, and then it'll be done. And then I can just cut the neckline down and then attach the hood to the neckline and hope it works. Yeah. I've laid out the hood and now I'm just gonna cut all the way around the edges. I've tried my best to pin the front edge of the hood, so I'm going to sew that down and see how that goes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to figure out how much banding I need. I think I only want a really small one right on the edge, so I think I'm just going to make it like that wide, and I'm going to cut 2 of them, and then I'm going to sew them together and so it fits around my wrist, and I don't know, fits into this thingy. Gather this into this, and I don't know. Assemble it all! Okay, I just put the first cuff on the first sleeve, so it's the moment of truth whether it actually worked, and I'm gonna turn it right side out. And that's what it looks like. That's not too bad. Well, it's interesting. It's interesting, but I'm not sure about all the fray edges on the inside, but it connected all the way around. There's a weird bubble. Oh, it's gone. Oh, cool! Now to do the other sleeve. It's time to assemble. I've officially sewn on a sleeve. I really want to try it on to see how my sewing of the sleeve went. It's so long. Oh no. So, it's just a little bit too long. But I could cut the top off and make it, if it was at my actual shoulder, it would fit. But it's not because it's a drop shoulder. Let me think about it more. I don't know. Ta-da! I finished the sleeve and I like it a lot better. It comes right to my hand. I'm really blurry, but that's okay. So it comes right to my hand. I'm much happier with this length, so I'm going to fix the other sleeve and add the other things. The last step is to even out the hem, so I better get to that. Even out the hem time. Next in the hemming process is fold once, fold twice, stitch it down, but for that I need to pin it. Now I gotta do that all the way around. I love it. It's done. I love it so much. For something I just made out of scraps, I think this is pretty cool. I don't know why it's giving me like medieval, like old-timey history sort of thing, but that's okay. I love the hood. I don't love how scratchy the fabric is, but if I bought fabric for this, I think I would have chosen something not as scratchy, but because I was given this fabric, it's fine. I love the stripes. If I was going to change this design, I would definitely add some pockets because I forgot to add those. I also sort of ran out of materials and I don't exactly know where I would put them. I didn't end up adding like the patch pocket on the front, but that's okay. I think it works well without it. But for me, just experimenting and trying some stuff out over a couple of days, I think this turned out pretty cool. The hem's not even. I don't really care. It's mainly just a round the house sort of thing. I had a lot of fun today. I loved making this out of just some scraps of fabric. I think I want to get a little bit more into sewing and follow some patterns maybe. I haven't really done that before. This was just stuff out of my own head. I like it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye!